Namaskar. I am thankful to Sahityam for being given an opportunity to speak on Rupaka. Rupaka is a well-known category in the Natya Shastra of Bharat Muni, and not only Bharat Muni, around 100 authors in the field of Natya Shastra have defined this category and its types, the types of Rupakas, which are called Dasha Rupakas. So what is the meaning of Rupaka? Rupa means form. So a category or a genre which has some form is Rupaka. Normally in English we say drama, but drama is a literary genre also. Here Rupaka is something to be visualized, to be seen. So it is a Drashya Kavya and not a Shravya Kavya. So there are 10 types of Rupakas described in the tradition beginning from Bharat Muni in the Natya Shastra. In the 18th and 19th chapters of Natya Shastra, they deal with the Dashrupaka Vidhana. 10 forms of drama or Rupaka are described. Now, these 10 forms are Natakam Saprakranam Bhanavyayoga Samaukaradima Iha Mragankaviti Prahasanam Iti Rupakani Darsha. These are called 10 Rupakas or 10 forms of drama. The modern authors also call them 10 major forms of drama, because in some other lecture we will be dealing with other forms of drama which are called Uparupakas. So the modern authors say that the Dashupakas are major forms of drama and Uparupakas are minor forms of drama. But both of them are categories or varieties of drama. So we will take one by one. Natak is the first one, and it is supposed to be one of the most prominent amongst the 10 forms of drama or the Dasharupakas. Bharat Muni says that a Nataka should have 5 to 10 acts. It should have a Dhirodatta type of hero. There are 4 types of hero, as we all know: Dhirodatta, Dhirdarit, Dhirshant and Dhiroddat. So the Nataka should have Dhirodatta type of hero. That means some god, some divine being or a noble person from Kshatriya clan, some great hero. He should be the major character. He should be the protagonist here in Nataka. And the rasas, all the rasas are required. All the 9 rasas should be there, but Shangara or Veera, they should be prominently projected or depicted. So this is Nataka, and there are some injunctions, directives on scenes not to be shown, prohibitions. So these scenes prohibited are Alingan, Chumban, that is embracing or kissing, or love scenes bordering on vulgarity, because Bharat Muni says that Nataka is for public. Pita putras nusha strashru drishyam yasmadhi natakam. A Nataka type of drama or Rupaka is to be seen by the family persons. A family can sit and see it. So Pita, the father, the son, the daughter-in-law and the mother-in-law, they are all sitting. So there should be embarrassment if such scenes are shown. Then again, very fierce type of scenes like slaughter or murder or war, very vigorous kind of duels, and walking a long distance, because it should look natural. So you say that a person from Pune to Mumbai has reached within 5 minutes. He is walking and he reached from one city to another. So this in Nataka, this should not be shown. In other varieties you can show this, because other varieties of Rupaka, which we will be going to discuss just now, they are very vigorous, forceful type of varieties, some of them. So there you can call long distances, fights, even murders occur there. But for Nataka it is very sophisticated, it is sublime, and it has grandeur. It runs on a very sophisticated level. It is expressive of noble feelings, noble sentiments, and all the rasas, all the sandhis. There are 5 sandhis in a drama: Mukh, Pratimukh, Garv, Vimarsh and Upsamhar. And 5 states of human life, 5 avasthas they are called: Arambha, Yatna, Pratyasha, Nitapti and Phalagam. So the beginning, then there is some hurdle, then again effort, and everything is then in a embroiled, that is garbha, and then the tussle deepens, and then finally the denouement or the fructification of the plot. The plot culminates into a happy ending. So these 5 states or avasthas should be there, 5 artha prakritis, the natures of plot. So it's a rather complicated structure, but it is a very scientific and brilliant structure of drama or nataka that Bharat Muni projects. One more thing that I wanted to mention, that in the 10 varieties, at least 5 belong to middle class society, you can say, and 5 belong to very high type of characters like divine beings, nobles, or even demons, daityas, rakshasas. So Nataka, we can have divine characters, gods, or very noble type of characters. Mostly we have Ramayana plays, Mahabharata plays, so great warriors from noble family, from Kuru Vansha, Raghuvansha, they are the heroes. But other varieties like Prakarana, Bhan, Vithi, Anka, Prasana, they border on the loka, common people, they figure there. So often it is alleged that Sanskrit drama depicts great noble heroes and it doesn't deal with the life of the common people. So that's a wrong notion, because out of the 10 rupas, 5 deal with great heroes, divine beings, and other 5, the remaining 5 deal with middle class society, common people. So when we come to the next variety, Prakarana, so we see that it is similar to Nataka in many respects. In respect of the rasas, sandhis, avasthas, it runs on the same level. Only difference is about the hero, that the hero is not a divine being or a great noble soul or a kshatriya from great family, a very aristocrat family. He is either a Brahmin or a minister or even a merchant, Sarthva, or he is a business person. He may be a prince also. So this Prakarana, which also has 5 to 10 acts and all other things which Nataka has, only difference is that the society changes, the characters change, and it comes very near to our own world, as we see in Mritchikatika. So the best Natakas in Sanskrit, the examples of best of the Natakas in Sanskrit are Abhigyan Shakuntalam, Swapnavasavattam, Mudra Rakshasam, Uttar Ramcharitam. They are the great classics from our Sanskrit dramatic literature. But in Prakarana you have Mritchikatika, where rocks are characters, the persons who play dice, servants, characters from lower class family, lower class society, middle class society. Charudatta is a very simple man, he is very poor, he is a merchant, he has some commerce, but he is such a simple person that he has forgotten everything about commerce. In professional life he is neglecting his love affair with a Ganika. So here Ganika is also a courtesan is a character. In Nataka variety you have a great heroine like that, like Sita, Damayanti, Savitri, or Draupadi, like this. But in Prakarana we can have a courtesan, a very simple lady from a middle class society. She can be there, like Dhuta, the wife of Charudatta, she figures here. So this Prakarana is very interesting variety, and after Mritchikatika we have about 50 Prakaranas in Sanskrit. They are very interesting and they create a good theatre for the performance. After this we have Samavakara, a very interesting variety. Unfortunately we have very few Samavakaras. Only Samudramanthan Samavakara by Vatsaraja of 12th century is available. Bharat Muni himself had staged a Samavakara in his Natya Shastra. He says that the first play which I performed was Amrit Manthan Samavakara, the story of churning of the ocean. And Bharat Muni himself a great theatre personality, and he is a theorist, a great Shastrakara, and as well a great theatre personality. So the first play performed is Amrit Manthan Samavakara, and he defines Samavakara as a play in 3 acts. So there is a difference of acts, and all trinities are there. You see that very interesting structures emerge in these 10 forms of drama. So this Samaokara has triple structures, 3 acts, 3 types of deceptions, 3 types of Shangaras, 3 types of Vidravas, and they are all defined, Dharma, Artha and Moksha Shangara. Shangara also has these 3 varieties as per the values of life. Shangara for Dharma, if it culminates in Dharma. Then if it culminates in a fruitful result, gaining of some prosperity, property, then it is Artha Shangara. And if it liberates you, then it is Moksha Shangara. Then the deceptions of 3 types, some situational irony is there, that a person is deceived, or he is deceived by fate, or he is deceived by some other person, his enemy. So these 3 types of deceptions, and 3 types of vidravas, flights, palayan. So 3 types are because of war, there is a flight, people are running amok, there is a flood, and then also they are running for their life, and there is some storm. So Vayu, Agni, Gajendra, Sambram, and then Nagaroprodha, there is a siege in the city. Enemy is entering and he has captured the city. So all these types of flights, because of these reasons, the common people are flying from the city. So all these scenes are shown, and demons and gods can be the characters in Samaokara. So it's a very interesting type of, very forceful and vigorous. So these plays do not have Kaishiki Vritti. Nataka and Prakarana, they have all the 4 Vrittis. Bharati, Satvati, Arvati and Kaishiki. And Samaokara and Dima and Vyayoga also, they don't have Kaishiki Vritti. Kaishiki Vritti is the mode of Shangara, where love scenes are depicted in a very delicate manner, in a very sweet temperament they are depicted. So after Samaokara we have Dima. Samaokara has 3 acts, Dima has 4 acts. This is the difference. And Shangara, Shant and Hasya, these 3 rasas are barred in a Dima. Remaining 6 acts can be there, and mostly Veera Rasa and Raudra Rasa. It's a very forceful and vigorous type of play. So it is more ferocious than Samaokara also. So you can say that a Samaokara abounds in Veera Rasa and Raudra Rasa also, but it has gods as characters and it culminates into happiness. But in Dima there are horror scenes, like Hitchcock's films you can say. So all these varieties are there, and there are scenes of agitation and Vidyut Ulkapat, this lightning and falling of meteors, eclipse, these are also there, and all the Vyabhichari Bhavas can be there. In Samaokara and Dima, instead of rasas, we have more of the Vyabhichari Bhavas, the Chinta, Glani, Asuya, the agonies of life, the worries of life, you have all of them here in these 2 varieties. So after Samaokara and Dima, we have Ihamriga. Ihamriga also is a very interesting type of play. So in Samaokara and Dima, very few female characters are there. Almost female characters are not conspicuous in any way. In Samaokara we have 12 heroes. In Dima we have 16 heroes. But the ladies do not figure as much, because mostly there are scenes of fighting. But in Ihamriga there is a lady, and there is a fight for the lady. So some lady is abducted. The scene of abduction is there in Ihamriga. So Iha is the search for some character who is being hunted. So she becomes an Ihamriga, and she will be taken away. So this will be the plot. So abduction is the theme, and it's a very ferocious type of plot is there, and haughty characters are there. Demons and gods can also be the characters here. And like Samaokara and Dima, the scenes of flights, Vidrav, and encounters can also be there. If the lady is being abducted, then there can be encounter. So Rukmini Haran is a Dima, written by 12th century author Vatsaraja. So Rukmini is being abducted there. Of course, she is not forcibly taken away. She invites Krishna to take her away because she is being forcibly married. So she writes a letter to Krishna that I love you and you take me away from this place. My father and brother, they are forcibly marrying me to a person whom I do not like. So Krishna comes and abducts her. So it's a very happy scene of abduction, you can say. So Ihamraga is rather a delightful variety, but it has fights and all types of agitations, encounters, they are also there. And next very delightful variety is Vyayoga. And Vyayoga should have a well-known hero. And there are so many Vyayogas in Sanskrit. Some of them are on historical incidents, some of them have scenes from epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata. Female characters are again very limited in Vyayoga. One or two characters can be there, but mostly they are male characters and warriors who fight with each other. So what happens, Vyayoga is a coincidence, you can say. Some sanyoga has happened, that father and son meet in a situation which is quite unexpected. Suddenly they meet and father recognizes the son, son cannot recognize his father. So a very interesting situation happens in Vyayoga. And so the motive of Pratyabhigya, recognition, that Ghatotkacha, he has not seen his father because Bhimsena married Hidimba and thereafter he left. And then Hidimba delivered a child, Ghatotkacha. So this Ghatotkacha never saw his father. And then there is a Brahmin family going in a forest and Ghatotkacha just confronts them. He tells them that I need one person for the parna, for the vratavasana for the food of my mother. So one of the sons of you, the Brahmana, has to accompany me. So the family shouts and cries and Bhimsena happens to be nearby. He runs and he asks what has happened. They tell him that please save us, this demon is taking my son. So then there is a confrontation. Very interesting and delightful play. And the dialogues that Bhimsena, when Ghatotkacha says that I am the son of Hidimba and Bhimsena, and I am such a warrior, I am son of such a great warrior, who are you, I can fight you. And the Bhimsena is laughing that he is my son, and they fight also. So then everything turns out in a very happy ending. So there are altercations, agitations, and wrestling is that, dual scene is there in Vyayoga. Mostly it is dual scene, like Mushti Yuddha you can see, like boxing between two mallas. So they fight like that, and Bhimsena is delighted that my son has become such a great warrior, he can challenge me. So the audiences are also rejoiced that they know that he is Bhimsena, he knows he is my son, but son is not recognizing and he is very angry. So this is the scene in mostly in Vyayoga, and many other Vyayogas are there. They also depict scenes of fight and recognitions. Then the very touching variety amongst these Dash Rupakas is Usrashtikanka. In short name, the short name for Usrashtikanka is Anka. So Usrashtikanka is a tragic play. It's a, you can say, tragedy in the Indian concept of tragedy. We have our own view of tragedy. So Usrashtikanka begins with bewailing of female characters. The ladies are bereaving, some noble hero is dead or he is dying, and the scene opens when the noble hero is dying, and his kith and kins they have assembled to see him that he is on deathbed. So a very good example is Urubhanga Vaibhasa, where the Mahabharata war has ended and Duryodhana, his thighs are shattered, thighs are broken, he cannot rise, he cannot walk, and is lying on the battlefield, and Dhritarashtra, Gandhari and his queen and his son, 5-year-old son, they visit the battlefield and see Duryodhana in this very pitiable state. But Duryodhana emerges as a great noble hero here. He says that I don't want anything now, the war has ended, I don't have any enmity with anybody now, I am leaving this world quite content with it. Whatever I had to do, I have done it. Everything has ended for me. All this he says. Ashwatthama comes and Balarama comes, that they have deceived you. By deceiving, they have Bhimsena has shattered your thighs. So we will have revenge. Duryodhana stops them, don't do anything now, because I am dying, so what will I get if you have revenge, anything. So this play is a very touching play, and ultimately departs for heaven. So we don't have a death scene like that. Our faith in life that a noble hero will go to heaven. He has fought very valiantly, and he didn't do adharma in the war. Bhimsena, of course, deviated from the norms, from the dharma. So Duryodhana is elevated as a great hero here. So Srashtikanka has scenes of bewailing, it abounds in Karun Rasa, and it has only one act. Vyayoga also has only one act. So some plays have 3 acts like Samohakara, some plays, one variety has 4 acts like Dima. And Vyayoga, Prahasana, Usrashtikanka, they are one act plays. So next we come to Prahasana. Prahasana, as we know in English, it is farce, and it is of 2 types, Shuddha and Sankirna. In Shuddha Prahasana there is a ascetic, and some Ganika can also be the character, and Sanskrit is the language mostly used, because the sannyasi is there. He is a noble person, he is a knowledgeable person, he is a jnani, and it is all hasya rasa. So very humorous situations develops. 2 types of humor is there: situational humor and humor created out of distorted actions, out of distortions by a character, like a Vidushaka. So his dress is, he is attired in a way that the audiences laugh at him. He speaks in a way that the audiences laugh. So that is another type of humor. So the Sankirna variety of Prasana would have this next second type of humor, and the Shuddha variety of Prasana would have this pure humor, which is situational humor. So if the author has imagination, he will develop a situation where laughter will ensue. The audiences are laughing, they are all laughing. Like in Bhagavad Ajjukam, the soul of Sannyasin, he makes it enter into the body of the Ganika. So the Ganika courtesan behaves like a sannyasi, and the soul of the Ganika is placed in the body of the Sannyasin. So Sannyasin is acting like a Ganika, and Ganika is acting like a sannyasi. And a very, very interesting situation, a wonderful play out of such an imagination by a great author. So we have such prasanas in Sanskrit, like Matta Vilasa Prasan by Mahendra Vikram Varman, and so many other prasanas also. And after this prasana we have Bhana. Bhana is also one act play, and it is Ekaharya. Ekaharya means only one character will perform. He will hold the audiences, he will hold the stage, but it is a very interesting way. And the Bhanas are very interesting. Even if you read them, you have sheer delight. And the language, the way the main character Vita, he addresses so many characters. So he makes so many imaginary characters enter. They are not actually seen by the audiences, but he addresses them in such a lively way that the audiences feel that they are here, they are nearby. The technique is called Akash Bhashit. He is addressing a character who is passing nearby, and he says, "Where are you going? How are you? Did you say that?" And then he will repeat the dialogue. "Did you say that I am going to meet my lover?" "Okay, you go to meet your lover." And the locale is Veshvata, the vicinity of the courtesans or the Ganikas. In the modern language, you can say red light area. So it is very realistic type of play. The Vita is an agent for the courtesans. He is a valiant person. He has his own nobility in the character, but he works for the courtesans, and he is very much respected in the locality. He is a hero there, and he is a scholar also. He is such a unique character in Sanskrit drama. So he creates a theatre of his own in Bhana. So this is Bhana. And the next last variety, I think, is Vithi. Vithi is one act play again, and it has 1 or 2 characters, and Shringara Rasa according to Bharat Muni is not there. Hasya Rasa can be there, and Otherwise, all rasas can be there, and a small plot is there. Love scene can be there. Hasya rasa can be there. So this is Vithi. Lilavati Vithi is there available by Rampani Vada. So these 10 forms of drama, you see, and you can say that no other language or no other theatre tradition outside India has such a variety of the forms of drama. In Aristotelian tradition, they have tragedy and comedy, and later on they say tragicomedy. So tragedy and comedy mixed. So these varieties are only there, or sometimes they say farce is also there. So such a large number of variety of the forms of drama we do not find anywhere else in other traditions of world theatre. So we can say that it's a very rich tradition, and all types of plots are taken care of, all types of characters are taken care of in our dramatic tradition. So I think I can end here. Thank you very much.